Tim, thanks. New at 6, 3 years ago, Bishop Thomas Tobin made headlines when he switched from being a Democrat to a Republican, but that does not mean Tobin voted for the Republican nominee for president in November. Eyewitness News reporter Tim White is here now with the details.
Every year at Christmas week, we have Bishop Thomas Tobin on Newsmakers. Last year, he said if Donald Trump were the Republican nominee, he could not see voting for him for president. He says he's stuck with that decision.
You're still a registered Republican, correct?
Correct.
Why didn't you vote for Trump?
I was concerned, and I continue to be concerned about his preparedness for office and his competence. I hope that he proves me wrong, but just concerned by his temperament and by his own experience, whether or not he's prepared to assume this critical and very powerful and very important office. His attacks on some minority groups, his approach to a lot of issues showed very little prudence, very little patience.
Bishop Thomas Tobin has not shied away from voicing his opinion on politics, but he says he does not think the church is the right place to endorse specific parties or candidates.
There's a fine line, though, isn't there, between talking about issues, which we have every right and indeed the obligation to do, and then bleeding over to talk about particular parties and candidates. So while we talk about issues, we try not to get too involved in particular candidates or parties.
So who did Tobin vote for president? He says he believes he wrote in Pope Francis. Tim White, Eyewitness News.